Hey everyone, Big Fat Simulations here, playing an episode of Airport Madness 3D Volume 2. This is London City's 15-minute time trial. How many planes can you possibly move in 15 minutes without killing anybody? So I do apologize, I kind of suck at intros. I just slap my YouTube kathunk intro at the beginning and then I just start talking. But that's okay, I'm not here to, dazzle you with my public speaking. I want to just show you my technique with moving as many planes as I can. Here I got a slow Dash 8 taking off. I'm also going to clear a faster Gulfstream for takeoff right behind it. Now in real life, we don't do that. But in Airport Madness, anything goes as long as airplanes don't trade paint. As long as they don't crash, you're fine. And I know from lots of experience playing Airport Madness, there's no way that jet can catch that Dash 8. It just won't happen. In Airport Madness, it's designed so that crashes are really only going to happen on final approach, on the runway, or shortly after takeoff. But at this point, the planes are basically home free and they're not to be thought of again. So London City has a bit of a problem. As you can see, it's incomplete. Planes will land, and they'll exit, and they'll go down to the end of this airport here, and then they'll be stuck. And they'll have to do what's called a runway backtrack. And ask any air traffic control, ask any pilot, and they'll tell you how much that sucks. That really does suck. But that's okay. I haven't done a video in quite a while. Sort of been quiet. I've been very busy with, life. Life gets complicated and challenging. But I've always been here, working hard, staring at my screen, answering your emails, processing sales, processing refunds, helping people out. And that's a full-time job in and of itself. And only now am I starting to dip my toe back into development. And I know everyone's just dying to find out when I'm going to finish Airport Madness Pro. And that's a project that's sitting there on the shelf, and it's just got such a long way to go. And meanwhile, all these other successful games are beginning to fail, so I'm working on them. And what I'm excited about is that I just released an update for Airport Madness Pro. Airport Madness 3D, pardon me. And I've released an update for 3D Volume 2, and I've finally fixed the high scoreboards, and that's been very, very painful. I've had to learn how to work a database, and I've had to teach myself things like PHP and this thing called MySQL and all kinds of fun developers tools. I never did go to computer school. I'm all self-taught, so I've just had to kind of learn all this stuff, and it's been a lot of work. And I'm finally happy to announce that these updates are out there, and I'm in the process of updating the Android version. Hold on. I need some space. I'm going to take this Gulfstream and I'm going to extend their approach 3 times. You can actually click that extend approach button as many times as you want. And the reason why is because I need room to backtrack a bunch of planes. So let's get this guy to expedite off the runway. Expedite off. Let's get these planes backtracking. Nobody's going anywhere until I tell this lead 737 to start backtracking. I'll get these 3 planes backtracking, and hopefully they backtrack before this Gulfstream appears at the threshold of the runway. Thank you, Martin. These controllers work fast. I always like my own tweets. I don't know what kind of mood I was in when I wrote those. I might have been drunk when I wrote them. And so when I fail at my own game, when the author of Airport Madness screws up at his own game, and I get some nasty tweet from some disrespectful passenger, it really angers me. And then I have to remember I'm only getting angry at myself because those were conceived by me. I'm going to try and get some of these arrivals out onto the runway in a second here. See how I do. What I like to do is extend everyone's approach. That's my biggest tool, it seems. I get a lot of 10 minutes to go. Great. I get a lot of emails from people saying, please, please, please add more gates, because having only 3 gates really sucks, because the planes tend to kind of back up, and there's not much that can be done about it. And in real life, having more gates is great. It makes the job so much easier. But as far as games go, it's not as fun. So, oh, I see there's a red airplane here. They're ready for a taxi, so they're pushing back. So my struggle here is that I want to get that Gulfstream backtrack before that F-27 arrives, and I think it's going to be tight. So I'm going to slow them down. They're being followed by another Dash 8, that's fine. Get this second departure taxi. Short-staffed ATC system encourages controllers to move planes faster. Oh, don't I know it. It's just too much pressure sometimes, folks. Okay, I got a problem up here in the sky. This 737 goes faster than a prop, so I'm going to slow the 737 down. And in doing so, it becomes the same speed as a prop. So by prop, I mean Dash 8, King Air, F-27, they're all prop-driven airplanes. I'm trying to make this nice stream of arrivals, and it's proving to be somewhat challenging. Lots of people want more gates than just 3 here. Lots of people want a full taxiway. I've had people livid saying, finish the taxiway. I try to tell them that it's more fun not having a finished taxiway, but I don't know if they really buy that. Oh my gosh, delays at London City. I got a bit of a problem here. This 737 is going to land on this prop. Let's see how it works out. Expedite off. I basically tell everyone to expedite off. In real life, I don't. That's just hard on the pilots. It's hard on everything. But in Airport Madness, anything goes. If I'm not telling somebody to go as fast as possible, I'm telling them to go as slow as possible. I'm telling them to expedite off. I'm pulling them up. I'm rough. Because this is a contest. It's a contest. Look at this. This is so close. Slow down. Everybody just slow down. Slow down. Expedite off. Oh, this is going to be unbelievably close. Expedite off. Alright, how are we doing here? 2 planes queuing up for a backtrack. I do try to do things in 3s. I know I already said this. It's hard to remember what I've said. I'm so busy controlling planes, I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying. I try to do things in 3s. If I can get 3 backtracks to the apron, then I get 3 departures. Bring in 3 arrivals. 3 more backtracks, 3 departures, 3 arrivals. I'm just going to clear everyone for an immediate takeoff here. I cleared everyone for an immediate takeoff here except first. As soon as that guy's off the runway, close enough, let's just launch him. In real life, we don't launch in succession. We actually wait until the first plane has lifted off before departing the second. But in Airport Madness, we're just trying to stay alive. I cleared all these planes for an immediate takeoff, except for this 737, because this is an instance where there's a faster plane behind a slower, and I just want to build in a wee bit of room. Just a wee bit of room. Okay, clear for takeoff. I'm going to extend this guy a couple times. Extend that guy once. Anyone care to guess why I'm extending? Anyone? Anyone? I'm going to try and get some of these planes backtracked. In fact, I think I'm able to get 4 planes backtracked. Why wouldn't I try and backtrack 5? I got the room. Why wouldn't I backtrack 5? Oh, that's going to be tight. Because when they get back to the apron here, there's room for 3 planes to park and maybe 1 or 2 to queue up on the taxiway. What I don't want is to backtrack all these planes and then they're backed up on the runway as the next arrival comes crashing into them all. So you really got to be strategic. I try to apply strategy. Okay, 4 planes are backtracking. This is looking really good. Got a Gulfstream 1.2 back. That's good, that's good, that's good. This is all just from experience, from 10,000 hours of playing Airport Madness 3D. I know this will work just fine. I'm going to speed this guy up because I want to just tighten up every hole I got. Extend that guy, extend that guy. So I'm bringing these two in nice and tight together. I just want to get him in, get him off the runway, and then I can start backtracking more planes. I'm going to actually do a YouTube video of me playing Airport Madness 1. Like the first Airport Madness I ever made, 2008, back when it was just such an innocent time. It was it was a time when Flash was the thing. Flash was where it's at. Oh, and by the way, take a look at my radar. Is anybody worried about this collision here? I'm not. I'll tell you why. There's a little secret here. Did I already say this? You can't have a midair on base leg or out there in the sky. The only places you can have a midair are on final approach, the runway, or departure. So you can blast your Concorde through a King Air on base leg and it just doesn't matter. I wish that applied to real life, but it doesn't. If I got time to backtrack these two, probably not. Let's tell everyone to speed up because I want to make use of every spare second I've got. I've got this airplane just sitting there, just sitting waiting. He's one of the people that wishes that we had more than 3 gates. I'll land these 3 planes and then I'll start doing some backtracking. 3 minutes left. I wonder how I'm going to do here. I've arrived 14 planes, departed 9. That's a score of 23. I do know that I need to move 30 in order to get the 15-minute time trial badge. I really want that badge, people. You know, it really sucks that I'm so bad at my own game. Like, I made this game, and I suck at it. That's okay. Traffic always flows so smoothly here. Thank you, Andrea. That's sweet of you. See, Andrea knows. She appreciates. Okay, backtrack all these people, and go. Come on. Let's backtrack. I'm going to move 4 of them all at once, get into the apron, and hopefully there's room for all these planes. These 3 departures can just sit there and rot. They can just sit there and rot because there's just nothing I can do. I've got these guys backtracking. 737's coming. This timing is looking pretty good, actually. I'm pretty pleased with the spacing here. Actually, I'm going to slow the 37 down a bit. She is barreling in. Just slow them. This is actually going to be kind of tight. What do we do when things get tight? Well, you just tie your shoe. And then when you're done tying your shoe, you look up and, oh, good, it worked. Oh, this is tight. Oh, this is tight. Get off the runway. Oh, there's another one too. Get off. Don't do that in real life, people. That's just too close. Now I'm going to tell them to expedite off. I say go slow, and then I say go fast. I don't care. This is my game. I can do whatever I want. I'm the air traffic controller. You're the pilot, right? Watch this. I'm going to clear this guy for an immediate takeoff, immediate takeoff. And you're probably thinking, you crazy, because I've got an arrival on the runway. But here's a little known Airport Madness hack, is that these Dash 8s, they're going to rotate well before they crash into that arrival. Again, not something we do in real life. But, oh good, I got it. I got the 30 plane badge. I feel good about myself as a human being. All right. See, they're going to climb over top of them. There will be no crash, folks. Okay, I would backtrack all these planes, but there's no way I'm going to process them at the apron. What's Annette saying? Looks like I'm not going to make my connect. That's too bad, Annette. That's just too bad. You know, try and do my job. I'm going to clear this guy for immediate takeoff without giving any thought to whether the runway's clear. 38 seconds to go. Maybe I can get one more departure out. Maybe I can get one more arrival in. Go fast. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I got this guy landing. This guy cleared for takeoff. That might be bad. I might just hold him. I'm trying to move a couple more planes before the timer runs out. I got 16 seconds left to make a miracle happen. Clear for takeoff. Down at the bottom, I can see I've got a total of 33 airplanes arrived and departed in total. And yeah, that's it. Time's up. Oh, the game is over. How did I do? I moved 33 airplanes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's take a look. This is, I just call myself whatever. Big Fat Testing 5. Sure, that works. Let's call myself Big Fat Testing 6 because I did play this game earlier. And submit the score. And here's my fancy new high score system. And interesting. I just found a little bug, but to basically take a little look at this on the 1-day high, you can see here I am, Big Fat Testing 6, and I'm highlighted, and you can see me. I'm number 18, and it used to be that you'd submit your score, and congratulations, you're number 4,233, and your score simply wouldn't show because we only showed the top 25. Now I've rejigged the high scores so that it shows it gives you basically 10 or 12 airplanes that are, or players that are better than you, and 10 or 12 players that are not quite as good as you. So you can kind of see where you are, where you fit in the big picture. I'm really curious as to why, when I wrote this database, I wanted to see Big Fat Testing 6 exist right in the center where I can see 12 players that are after me and 12 before. For some reason, that's not working quite the way I want it to, but that's my problem, and I'll fix it. Let's go to local scores and see how I'm doing here. Yep, here we are. 35 planes moved in the London City time trial, and I got the badge. Go to my career stats, and yeah, looking good. Got 31 minutes of experience. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to do another YouTube video really soon. I'm going to play one of the classics.